So welcome to week 8 of the PSHE and Wellbeing Assembly. This week we are moving on to take notice. So the challenge is to spend time thinking about who is around you to support you. I want you to make a list of all of those people. It could include teachers, parents, friends, family, the auntie you ring occasionally, anyone that supports you. Make a long list of who they are. And then think about how you can thank them. Perhaps they've just done something really simple to support you over the last few weeks. And I'd like you to make a list of them and then thank each one of them. So here is a spot in the assembly where you need to head over to FYI to check out the latest of these. It's a really good one, so I hope you enjoy. So sticking with our rights and responsibilities theme, our question this week is who is responsible for your care? Now, you have got a designated adult because you're under 18 who's responsible for your care. And for every one of you, that is different. But I want you to think about, have you, in your supporting adults, given them a thank you? So you'll see why this links in a minute. But this is a hierarchy of needs created by Maslow in 1943. And he was a theorist that basically said, to be happy, you need the physiological needs met, which means you need food and water and rest and all of those things that are in those articles we talked about last week. The next one is safety. You need the security of perhaps a safe home. You need some money to be able to live on and feel safe. And then this next level up is love and belonging, which is all about you having relationships with your friends and family. And that's why I think it's really, really important for you to thank those people who are supporting you in your families. The next level up is all about self-esteem and feeling positive that you've accomplished something, which is why so much of what we do at school is making sure you feel confident and happy. And then that top level is called self-actualization, which means you have reached your full potential, which of course is just where we want to be. So in a second, we're going to have a look at some things to help us make sure we're feeling that our self-esteem is really high, because hopefully you've got all the physiological needs met. Hopefully you've got a really safe environment at home and in school. And then the next one, love and belonging. Hopefully you've thought about all those people that support you and you've given them a big thank you. And the next level is all about having self-esteem. Now, sometimes self-esteem can have a little bit of a knock. And at the moment, with some of us being in school, some of us being at home, and the big change that's coming up of going into a new class, you might feel that that's a bit lower than usual. So here is a big wheel of options that you can do if you're feeling a little bit anxious about something. Have a look at this wheel and there's lots of options you can do. Perhaps drawing or colouring helps you, talking to an adult, going off and getting a drink for yourself, or taking a break. And this might be something handy to have over the next few weeks as you're preparing to go up to the next year group, to remind yourself that you can do all of these things to help you feel a bit calmer. Now you can see there's 2 gaps at the bottom there, and they're for things that might work just specifically for you, so you can add to that. And it's really important when we start thinking about transition and change that we know ourselves really, really well. So here's some definitions of what an internal and an external strength and weakness is, and you can have a think about what inside you know about yourself and your strengths and weaknesses are. And then the external is what other people can see about you. For example, inside you might feel really creative, and on the outside people can see that you are a supportive person towards your friends and family. And perhaps this activity might help you to put all of those ideas into one place, because you could write a letter all about yourself. And there's some words here to give you ideas of what sort of thing you could include. But it's really important when you're going to go through a time of change to reflect on you as your own person and what your strengths and weaknesses are. Hopefully this assembly has given you a chance to reflect a bit on yourself and find out all of your strengths that will help you to make a smooth transition into your next year. I hope you all have a lovely week and I will speak to you in next week's assembly. Bye everyone.